Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Now, Pastor Mike Davis is now threatening Apostle Suleiman, the former pastor of the Omega Fire Ministries, who goes by the name Mike Davis, because we all know, guys, that it's been hot for both Apostle Suleiman, Mike Davis, and his wife Faith Edeko. For the past few days now, it's been really, really troubling with their arguments, their statements, everybody coming up with different things. So right now, it's now Mike Davis that is now threatening Apostle Suleiman, who he had accused of sleeping with his own wife. And he has threatened to expose the truth behind the Stephanie Otobo's sex scandal. Guys, you could recall that there was a sex scandal between Apostle Johnson Suleiman and Stephanie Otobo, which brought a whole lot on the internet few months ago. Right now, Pastor Mike Davis is now threatening Apostle Suleiman Paul that he is going to expose the whole truth. And if we could recall, that was between 2017 and 2018. The Canada-based singer, who is Stephanie Otobo, accused Apostle Suleiman of impregnating her and breaching a promise to marry her. And this accusation dragged on with Festus Keyamo standing as Stephanie's lawyer then. That was during this period in 2017 and 2018. However, months later, Stephanie made a U-turn and confessed at the Omega Fire Ministries that she was paid by strong politicians and pastors to accuse Apostle Suleiman John. These were her words, which she had posted on her Facebook account. She said, they paid me a lot of money, she said, while she was crying in a video that she actually posted to the church's Facebook account. But Davis, who recently accused Suleiman of sleeping with his wife, Faith Edeko, who currently heads an Abuja branch of the church, has said in a new video that he and Apostle Suleiman both know how they got Otobo to come to the church in Auchi and apologize over the scandal, and how they persuaded her mother also. And Davis said, these were Davis' words, because he is now bringing up another claims regarding this Stephanie Otobo's case that is kind of like closed, but he is bringing up right now, saying that there are some truth. And he said, I left the church, that's the Omega Fire Ministries, of my free will. You were never the one who sent me out of that ministry. I was tired of your ungodliness as a leader, and that was the major reason I left that ministry. So forget those manipulations and cheap lies. These are the exact words of Pastor David's Mike. Because if you could recall the video I had posted where Apostle Suleiman was saying that he was the one who drove him away from his church because he realized he talks too much and all and all. But right now, Pastor David's Mike is contradicting what Suleiman said. He is now saying that he left the church on his own free will. And right now, he's saying that there are lots of hidden truth behind Stephanie Otobo sex scandal with Apostle Suleiman. He said, we all know the parts I played in the Stephanie Otobo saga. This is what Mike is still saying. You know as much as I do how much involved I was in bringing that saga to a halt. I don't even need to mention names. You knew how we got Stephanie Otobo to come to the altar and apologized to Mama. That the Mama he's referring to is Pastor Suleiman's wife, and brought Stephanie Otobo's mother also to Auchi. I'm still going on with what Mike Davis has been saying. I am coming to that issue because you are pushing me to that extent. Apostle Johnson Suleiman, as much as I knew what happened. Thirdly, I am also aware that my account has been frozen. You have also released policemen to get me arrested. You have 48 hours to ask those who are blocking my account to unblock it. You will not like what is going to follow. And these are the words that Mike Davis is now throwing out to Apostle Johnson Suleiman. And there is a video. I'm going to leave the video behind, guys, so you can also watch and listen to what Mike has to say further regarding this particular issue that he is bringing up right now about the Stephanie Otobo's case. Guys, can we all see what's happening here? It's coming up with more heated statements, heated allegations, heated comments. From one statement to the other, different things are just coming up. But right now, the question will be, in all of this, where does Apostle Suleiman stand? Regarding the video I had also posted yesterday, where Mike Davis had released a voice recording where Apostle Johnson Suleiman was threatening to make him disappear and threatening his life. But much later, that same yesterday, Apostle Suleiman came up. At first, he said that wasn't his voice, but later Apostle Suleiman now said, yes, he was the one in that phone conversation. But those statements were not to Pastor Davis Mike, that those statements were for another lady, and that he regrets his actions. That was like 3 years ago he had made that statement, and he is a changed person now. But Mike Davis is saying that was the conversation they had, because you could hear a man's voice at the end of that call where the man asked him, how will you make me disappear? And when Pastor Apostle Suleiman now commanded him or spoke with him, asking him to leave the phone. So right now, there are a whole lot of things involved in all of this that is coming up between Apostle Suleiman and Pastor Davis Mike. But going back to that Stephanie Otobo's case, friends, do you think that she was actually paid to come up and debunk all that was happening then with regards to her and Apostle Suleiman even having a child together, with her having an affair with Apostle Suleiman? Is it possible that she was really paid? Because that's what Mike is trying to come up with right now, and saying that he was part of those who helped to stop Stephanie Otobo from going further with that case, and even they had to bring her own mother. So is it like a stage thing they had to do so as to cover up the name of Apostle Suleiman Paul? Could that be possible? Well, they say with money, a whole lot of things can be done. And again, when you're prominent, you could go extra mile to cover up anything that will tarnish your image. But nobody knows the real truth about this whole issue that is coming up right now from Davis Mike regarding Stephanie Otobo's sex scandal case. However, whatever happens, I know definitely the truth must definitely unfold. A whole lot of things are just coming up gradually. But more of the allegations are heading towards Apostle Suleiman. But on the other side, I've not heard anything that has come with regards to Mike Davis, other than him saying Mike Davis talks too much and he realized that that's the kind of person he is and all of that. So is all of these allegations, or are all of these allegations against Apostle Suleiman true? And you find out that when all of this comes up, at some point it should just die down. Nothing happens. You don't hear anything about it anymore. But you can see that Davis Mike is not relenting. He's not stepping down at all. He's going as far as he can go to ensure that he exposes Apostle Suleiman Paul, Apostle Johnson Suleiman. But if all of this is true, there's nothing hidden under the sun. it must surely come out to limelight, and everybody will get to hear and know the truth and who is speaking the truth. But seeing how Mike is coming up and even going on air, do you think that he's still doing this to tarnish Apostle's image? Or is he doing this because no one has come out to speak the truth? Or because some people may be scared of coming out, but he is not relenting? Or is he doing it out of anger because his wife is no more with him and he feels that Apostle has taken over his own wife and all? What do you all think that is happening here? Because issues are coming up every now and then. Different kinds of allegations are coming up and heading towards Apostle Suleiman. Well, let's get to here. With time, I'm sure, since Mike has already threatened to release the truth about Stephanie's Otobo's case, we'll get to hear and know if really she was paid or something happened and then she had to come up and decline saying that she was paid by top politicians. And in this case, since Stephanie's name has come up line, I'm sure Stephanie may see this video and she may also come out. That is, if she is willing to. But when people's names are mentioned in issues like this, they would definitely come out to also say their own part of the story. So while we keep our fingers crossed and wait, let's see if Stephanie would also come out to either debunk what Pastor Mike is saying or she would accept to it. But if she was really paid, do you think she will still come out now to say it is not true or it is true I was paid? After, if someone is paid to keep his or her mouth shut, will the person still come up later? Except something goes wrong, the person may come up and say I was paid. But in this case, do you think that Stephanie would now come up and now say she was paid? Friends, what do you all think about this? Do you think that there's a possibility of Stephanie declining this? However, like I said, we'll all watch and see how all of this unfolds. Definitely the truth must surely come out on air. So I'm going to stop here. So I'll leave the video behind so you would watch and listen to what Mike is actually saying, would hear directly from him. But all of this is becoming heated and heated virtually every day. Please guys, if you have anything to say regarding this, you can put that down at the comment section. Thank you all for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Once again, thank you. God bless you all.
Well, good evening, everyone from in Nigeria and from around the world. My name is Mike Davids. My attention has been drawn to a video that was made by Apostle Johnson Suleiman 24 hours after my audio was released. And that video that he made addresses two major things principally, which I'm going to respond to right about now. The first one is that he claims that I was never the one he was addressing in that video, in that audio, and that that audio, the conversation, as it were, was made 3 years ago. And secondly, he claims that he sent me out of Omega Fire Ministries, you know, for reasons of blackmailing other pastors and what you have. So I'm going to respond to them very quickly. First is that the audio I released is the original audio, and Apostle Johnson Suleiman knows as much as I do that that audio is the original audio. The one he released is doctored, fake, manipulated. Don't forget that I was part of that system for 16 years, and you know, this is all part of the system, all of these manipulations and all of the gimmicks that goes on, you know, behind the scenes. We all know how these things play out. All right, so don't even go there, you all right? Because all those ones you are releasing is a lie from the pit of hell. That you know, it was some persons you were addressing and all of that. Then two, that you sent me out of Omega Fire Ministries for reasons of blackmailing, you know, pastors. I was never in that habit. Now, I want Nigerians to know, and everyone around the world, that it is a lie. I left that ministry because I became very convinced that weakness is never the same as wickedness. And it became very obvious to me that my eternal destiny was not in view following the kind of leader, that I was following. And that if I continued in that ministry, I knew where I was going to end. All right? So I left of my own free will. You were never the one that sent me out of that ministry. I was tired of your ungodliness as a leader. And that was the major reasons I left that ministry. All right? So to forget all those manipulations and all those cheap lies that you are trying to buy Nigeria with. They already know the truth for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Then secondly is, we all know the part I played in Stephanie Otobo's saga. You know as much as I do. All right? How much involved I was in bringing that issue, that saga to a halt. All the traveling to Sapele, I was part of that privileged team that was dispatched to Sapele. That was managed by, a crisis communication expert known by almost everybody. All right, I don't even need to mention name. You know me as much as I do, and you knew how we got Stephanie Otobo to come to the altar and apologize to Mama, and brought to Stephanie Otobo's mother to Auchi. You get what I'm saying? I'm coming to that issue, all right, because you are pushing me real hard. I'm coming to that issue because I'm sure that the world and Nigerians would be interested to know how Stephanie Otobo eventually came to Auchi to make that confession the day she actually did. They want to know what really happened. All right? So Apostle Johnson Suleiman, you know as much as I do that we both knew what happened. I will come to that. All right? Then, thirdly, is that as far as I'm concerned, I'm also aware that a lien has been placed on my account. All right? Well, probably through your agents and those that you are using, who I don't know who they are. You have released policemen after me, looking for me everywhere to get me arrested and all of that. You are supposed to be a man of God. All right? And I don't know why you are releasing the police against me. And I don't know why they would have my account freezed so that I would have no access to funds and all of that. So I want everyone around the world to be aware of what is going on. Presently, as I speak to you, my account has been freezed, which is not a problem. And I want you to know, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, that despite all you are doing, you are oppressing, manipulating, and all of that, threatening my mom. I've received informations of the people you are sending to my mom to threaten the poor woman and all of that. Let me tell you, I am not perturbed. All of this doesn't move me at all. As a matter of fact, they are getting me stronger by the day. Apostle Johnson Suleiman, let me advise you, as a leader that you claim you are, you have 48 hours to instruct those who have a hand in the blocking of my bank accounts to undo whatever they have done. If they don't, you will not like what is going to follow. Don't say I didn't give this warning, because you are pushing me very hard. You get what I'm saying? And as far as I am concerned, I don't want the body of Christ to be dragged longer than necessary than it already had. All right? So these are just the few responses I have to the video that Apostle Johnson Suleiman have done. I leave you all to be the judge of whatever it is that is happening. Apostle Johnson Suleiman, don't forget, we'll meet in court.